Have you ever said or done something around a woman that you later regretted? Maybe you were just trying to be nice, but it backfired. Or perhaps you wanted to impress her, but it didn't have the impact you were hoping for. The truth is, men often make critical mistakes with women, not because they mean to, but because they don't realize how their actions influence attraction and respect. And the worst part? These missteps can damage your confidence, lower your value in her eyes, and even cost you meaningful relationships. Stick with me until the end, because I'll share a powerful mindset shift that will completely transform the way you interact with women. Let's get started. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we focus on self-improvement, relationships, and becoming the best version of yourself. Today, we're breaking down 8 crucial mistakes that men should avoid when dealing with women. These behaviors are more common than you think, but once you recognize them, you'll stand out as a high-value man who naturally earns respect. 1. Seeking validation. Constantly. One of the most common mistakes men make with women is constantly seeking their approval. Whether it's asking, "Do you like me?" or fishing for compliments. This behavior signals insecurity. Women are highly intuitive when it comes to reading confidence levels, and a man who constantly needs validation gives off the impression that he lacks self-worth. Think about it. Do you ever see a truly confident, high-value man constantly questioning himself in front of others? No. Confidence is not about looking to others for reassurance. It's about knowing your value, regardless of external opinions. Women are naturally attracted to men who exude certainty and self-assuredness. When you constantly seek her approval, it places her in a position of power over you, and that can quickly diminish attraction. Instead of seeking validation, focus on developing inner confidence. Engage in activities that make you feel fulfilled and successful. The more secure you feel about yourself, the less you'll need approval from others. When you enter an interaction with a woman, operate from a place of self-respect rather than desperation. The next time you catch yourself looking for validation, pause and reframe your mindset. Tell yourself, "I bring value to the table. My worth is not determined by someone else's approval." When you embody this belief, women will naturally be drawn to your self-confidence, and validation will come effortlessly, not because you asked for it, but because you no longer need it. 2. Over-explaining yourself. Another mistake that kills attraction is over-explaining your actions. Many men feel the need to justify themselves when questioned, but this often backfires. For example, if a woman asks, "Why didn't you text me back?" an insecure response would be, "I was busy, and then I had this meeting, and my phone died, and I forgot." Over-explaining suggests guilt, uncertainty, or a need for approval, all of which lower your perceived value. A high-value man owns his actions. Instead of rambling, a simple and confident response like, "I was busy, but I'm here now," is enough. This keeps the interaction strong and sets the tone that your time is valuable. Women are naturally attracted to men who are decisive and sure of themselves. When you over-explain, it subconsciously signals that you're seeking permission to be yourself, which is not an attractive trait. Next time you feel the urge to justify yourself excessively, stop. Take a breath. Respond simply and directly. Confidence isn't about convincing someone to accept your choices. It's about owning them without needing validation. 3. Being too available. Men often think that the more available they are, the more a woman will appreciate them. But in reality, being too available makes you seem less desirable. Think about the things in life that you truly value. Are they easily accessible, or do they require some level of effort? Scarcity creates value. If you're always at her beck and call, she's less likely to see you as a high-value man. Instead, she may start taking your presence for granted. The key is to have your own life, goals, and interests. When a woman sees that you're engaged in your own purpose, she'll naturally respect your time more. This doesn't mean you should play games or ignore her on purpose. It means you should genuinely have a life outside of her. The next time you feel the urge to drop everything for a woman, ask yourself, am I respecting my own priorities? A man who values himself first is the one who naturally commands respect from others. 4. Arguing emotionally. Many men make the mistake of engaging in emotional arguments with women, believing that logic will win the debate. The truth is, emotional arguments don't work like logical debates. When emotions are heightened, trying to prove you're right usually backfires. Instead of escalating the situation, remain calm and composed. If a conversation is becoming too emotional, it's often better to take a step back. A confident man knows when to walk away rather than get dragged into a never-ending argument. A simple rule: never argue with emotion. If you feel yourself getting defensive, pause, take a deep breath, and respond from a place of clarity. 5. Failing her tests. Women naturally test men to see how confident and secure they are. These tests aren't about manipulation. They're a way for women to gauge your strength and stability. For example, if she playfully teases you or questions your confidence, how you respond matters. A man who reacts emotionally or seeks validation will fail the test. Instead, embrace the moment with humor and self-assurance. If she says, "You're not that funny," a confident response would be, "That's because you haven't heard my best jokes yet." Understanding that tests are normal helps you navigate them without frustration. See them as opportunities to demonstrate composure rather than challenges to overcome. 6. Apologizing excessively. There's nothing wrong with saying sorry when you're actually at fault, but constantly apologizing, especially for small things, makes you look unsure of yourself. For instance, a man who texts, "Sorry to bother you," before even starting a conversation, that signals insecurity. Instead, say something like, "Hey, hope you're having a great day." Confident, direct. No need to apologize for existing. 7. Putting her on a pedestal. Respect should always be mutual. If you treat her like she's above you, she'll start seeing you as beneath her. Compliments are great, but don't overdo it. Instead of saying, "You're the most amazing woman ever," say something like, "I love your energy, it's refreshing." That way, you're appreciating her without coming across as overly eager or desperate. 8. Making her the center of your universe. One of the quickest ways to lose a woman's interest is to revolve your entire life around her. Having your own passions, goals, and purpose makes you more attractive. A man with a clear direction in life is naturally magnetic. Women respect and admire a man who has his own mission. She should add to your life, not be your life. Here's the mindset shift. The foundation of everything we just discussed comes down to one thing: self-respect. Men who carry themselves with confidence, purpose, and self-respect Naturally attract the right women. When you prioritize your own growth, women will be drawn to you, not because you're chasing them, but because you're focused on becoming the best version of yourself. If you got value from this, do me a favor. Hit that like button, drop a comment with your biggest takeaway, and share this with a friend who needs to hear it. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe for more powerful insights on relationships, mindset, and self-mastery. Remember, the way you carry yourself determines how others treat you. Stay confident, stay focused, and keep growing. I'll see you in the next video.